First forecast brought to you by Stored at Home, rent-to-own portable buildings. And today it was all about the cloud cover and rain. Kept us cool, and we got quite a bit of it. Not a record, but still quite a bit of rain today. 78 degrees is all we got up to. 65 last night. We got about an inch and a half of rain today, and that's all the rain we've had so far this month. And we're still well above average as we go throughout the year. Over 8 inches above average, thankfully, from our very wet end of winter and early spring. But now we get to enjoy some drier and unfortunately much warmer weather after the next couple of days. Of course, showers and thunderstorms still lingering out there at the moment, but later this evening, or I should say as we go into the early morning hours, just an isolated shower, maybe a thunderstorm cloud cover sticking with us. 68 degrees tonight. The heat will be on over the next several days and the humidity will return. Will we have another rain-soaked day in our forecast? Well, you have to wait and find out. Right now, your ABC 31 News starts.
ABC 31 News tonight. I'm Scott Beadle. For the second day of the annual Louisiana Future Farmers of America Convention, Commissioner of Agriculture and Forestry Mike Strain served as a special guest. ABC 31's Joanna Phillips has more in our top story tonight.
Annual Louisiana Future Farmers of America Convention began yesterday afternoon. Louisiana Commissioner of Agriculture and Forestry Mike Strain attended the convention today, along with over 1,500 students, teachers, and guests.
Future Farmers of America. This is a program, and it's the largest program of its kind in America, where young people join the FFA, and it's part of vocational agriculture. And here it's a premier leadership organization, and it teaches our young people about duty, about responsibility, about agriculture, and about leadership. We're cultivating the future leaders of our communities, the future leaders of Louisiana, and the future leaders of America.
Commissioner Strain touched on a number of topics, such as implementing technology in agriculture today, challenges, and FFA members becoming future agriculture leaders.
I got into FFA. I grew up in Laxine, which is a really small town. We have about 600 students pre-K to 12, and so all we really have is agriculture. We're surrounded by farmland. And so I joined. My dad was an FFA member. My grandpa was an FFA member, and so I felt it was only right that I joined and got a blue jacket of my own.
And left those in attendance with a message of encouragement.
My message to them is one of encouragement, but also to talk about where we are and where we are headed.
To learn more about the Louisiana Future Farmers of America Association, you can visit laffa.org. Joanna Phillips, ABC 31 News.
Louisiana lawmakers failed last night to come up with the money needed to fund a budget that starts on July 1st. The governor says he will call another special session to ask lawmakers to figure out how to fund the state government. The budget adopted cut higher ed by $96 million. It cuts TOPS by $88 million and imposes heavy cuts on every state agency. The third special session will be called into session in the coming weeks. A special session is estimated to cost taxpayers some $60,000 each day. Bishop T.F. Tinney of the United Pentecostal Church is honored on the floor of the U.S. House of Representatives by area Congressman Ralph Abraham. Tinney recently died after an extended illness. He served churches in this area for many years.
It was in Monroe when Bishop Tinney cultivated his leadership skills that would serve him throughout his career and would go on to lead ministries directed toward youth, foreign missions, and the greater Pentecostal church as a whole throughout Louisiana. Bishop Tinney will be remembered as a man who took new ideas and turned them into action. That enthusiasm made him a perfect fit for youth ministry, and he served for 6 years as the youth president of the Louisiana District United Pentecostal Church and 9 years as the international youth president.
Bishop Tinney was 84. Lane Grisby, an Alexandria native and founder of the Constitutional Coalition 2020, spoke to the Rotary Club about his views on where Louisiana is today.
So how do you call it special when you haven't numbered at that level? It's not a special. We continue to do the same thing wrong over and over again. It's a lack of leadership. That's what we need. As long as you tell everyone, y'all go back, you come up with a budget, you come up with the money. All I will tell you is that I really don't want to be involved. It's kind of hard to get the gang to play together properly.
Since hurricane season is officially in full swing, Commissioner of the Louisiana Department of Insurance, Jim Denelon, is reminding Louisiana residents that having the proper insurance plan is crucial in the event of severe weather.
Get with your professional, your agent, and go over what is covered, what is not in all forms of insurance, but at this time of the year, primarily your property insurance, homeowners, business if you have it. In the homeowners area, there's something called a named storm or hurricane deductible, and it's 2 to 5%, not of your damage, but of your insured value. $200,000 home, 5%, $10,000 deductible before your coverage kicks in for damage caused by a named storm.
You can visit the Louisiana Department of Insurance website for more information. A Jonesville man died yesterday in a single vehicle crash in Concordia Parish. State police say 55-year-old Michael LaPrairie was on Highway 565 when he lost control and collided with some trees. They say he was not wearing a seatbelt. And state troopers ID the victim in that fatal crash that happened Sunday in St. Landry Parish. He's 34-year-old Magdaleno Prada Marquez of Bunkie. Troopers charged the driver of that vehicle with vehicular homicide because they suspect impairment was the cause of that crash. NSU England Air Park campus started its Freshman Connection today. During the two-day program, the freshmen will have a chance to meet a few of the university administrators and staff and learn more about campus life. They were introduced to the academic programs and services provided by the university, such as academic advising and support services. That program is meant to get them ready for the big transition to college life.
We hope that every student will have an opportunity to really explore who they want to be. Northwestern's new Quality Enhancement Program is our Learning for Life program. So by the time these students graduate, every student attending Northwestern from this point on will participate in what we call a Learning for Life and experiential learning program. So those students will learn how to become productive citizens and how to focus on their careers and their futures.
The freshmen are encouraged to make the most of the Connection program by asking any questions about finances or college life. Despite the rain, Brainhurst Golf Course kicked off its summer golf clinic today. Kids showed up this morning with clubs in hand, ready to learn. That clinic is free for ages 8 to 15. For more information, you can send an email to the address at your screen. The Coushatta Powwow is one of the largest in North America, and it's coming to the pavilion at the Coushatta Casino Resort this Friday and Saturday.
It's an event with a lot of Native Americans, a lot of colors. They come in from all over the United States and Canada. It's like the rodeo for Native.
General admission at the gate is $5 per day. Ages 6 years and under get in for free, and you can purchase tickets at the gates on the day of the event. Well, 2 area hospitals are getting federal funding. They're Catahoula Parish Hospital District 2 and the Rapides Primary Health Center in Alexandria. Those grants were announced by 5th District Congressman Ralph Abraham. Louisiana has seen a drastic reduction in wheat acres because of low yields and poor quality, primarily caused by scab disease. But this year, disease pressure was very low, and those few growers who planted wheat produced an excellent crop. LSU Ag Center correspondent Craig Gautreaux has this report.
Just a few years ago, Louisiana farmers grew nearly 300,000 acres of wheat statewide. But after 2 consecutive years of poor results, many farmers opted not to plant wheat because the risk was not worth the reward.
There wasn't a whole lot of acreage to begin with. I mean, we're down even from last year from 20,000 down to about an estimated 15,000 acres of wheat.
That would make this year's crop the smallest on record, beating the record low set last year. But this year was a different story from the 2 previous years.
Yeah, if you were a wheat producer this year, you probably got your money's worth.
Good weather at planting helped, a cool winter stimulated growth, and disease pressure was virtually non-existent.
And 30 years of walking wheat fields, this is the lightest disease I've seen in the state.
Optimal growing conditions allowed farmers to harvest one of the highest bushels per acre yields in quite some time.
What's out there really has performed well. The yields that I'm hearing are up in the 70s in some places. Test weights are high 50s, even low 60s.
With this crop being so successful, Padgett believes it will spur more growers to plant next season.
We've had the perfect growing season, and I'm hoping that we probably will be trending up. I suspect we will.
Because the weather was dry, many producers got their wheat out quickly, which allowed them to plant soybeans immediately after the wheat harvest. With the LSU Ag Center, this is Craig Gautreaux reporting.
Scientists with the LSU Ag Center are working with other universities to develop wheat varieties that are resistant to scab and are evaluating their performances across the state.
Father's Day is coming and the sweepstakes are on. You can win meat for a month courtesy of Town & Country Meats. Visit us at KLAXTV.com or on Facebook or Twitter to enter. Town & Country also has meat package specials for the freezer. All the quality at wholesale club prices. For more information, call or stop by the store on Lake Charles Highway. Enter to win a $300 gift card for free meat just in time for Father's Day from Town & Country Meats and KLAX-TV. Good morning, Central Louisiana.
Good morning, America.
Look for your local weather updates during GMA. Brought to you by LSUA. Find your way to A.
Over the next couple of days, the heat and humidity start to make their return. We did have the rain around today, and it kept us cooler, but the humidity, well, it was up there as well, thanks to all of the rain throughout the area. Over the next several days, isolated chances at showers and thunderstorms, not nearly the rain coverage we had throughout the day today. And then we see the sunshine and the warmth return really as we go into Thursday and Friday. Those temperatures will be soaring back up into the mid-90s, maybe even higher. So we check out our hourly planner for the day tomorrow, going to about 92 through the 2 o'clock hour. You notice we don't have nearly the rain chances on the board that we had for the day today, just isolated to widely scattered as we go through the late afternoon hours. But it'll be about 93, feeling like nearly 100 as we go throughout the afternoon, thanks to our dew points hanging out around 70. Not as bad as the 73 or at times 75 that we've had over the last several days, but still, we're going to be feeling the heat over the next couple of days. It's not going anywhere. Spotty showers and thunderstorms mainly confined to the Gulf Coast states and the Gulf Coast area. So from our area to the south, that's the best chance of rain going all the way over to Florida. Dry air and more comfortable air, unfortunately, hanging out just off to our north. May get a little peak of it here and there throughout the day tomorrow, but after that, we see the heat and humidity return. Showers and thunderstorms start and continue to move off to our south overnight tonight and throughout the day tomorrow. And you see just an isolated chance at a shower or thunderstorm mainly off to our south throughout the day tomorrow. And by Thursday, we're looking at things mostly clear out there. The heat, yeah, it's sticking around for a while. We're going to be hanging out from 93 to 94 over the next 5 days, and it'll be feeling like, at times, over 100 degrees in the afternoon hours, so very, very warm over the next several days. Out there tonight, just a scattered shower or thunderstorm still hanging out, mainly to our south, 68 degrees as some drier air tries to work in. Unfortunately, not going to be making too much of a concerted effort to get through. 93 tomorrow, a thunderstorm in a few spots, widely isolated or scattered for the afternoon hours tomorrow. So not the 1.5 inches rain we had today, but the heat, yeah, it's sticking around for a while. We're staying from 93 to the coldest at 91. Don't know if I would refer to that as cold, but isolated chances of storms over the next 7 days look pretty minimal, and temperatures holding steady in the lower 90s. Scott?
Thanks for watching. Have a great night.
When temperatures rise, some don't always have the luxury of turning on a thermostat. That's why KLAX-TV and area businesses have teamed up to form the Spring Fan Drive for the elderly. You can help by dropping off a fan at a location near you. Fans will be collected and distributed by each parish's Council on Aging provider. Remember, keeping cool isn't something that comes easy for everyone. Help us to bring some relief from the summer heat to those less fortunate. Bring the family to Alexandria City Water Park June 9th for the first annual Splash Day. We are bringing in the summer with games, jumpers, and lots of water fun. Come out and play at the Alexandria Zoo June 16th. Join in on the excitement of Zoo Day with free admission for a day filled with music, activities, animals, and fun. Fort Polk invites you to an evening of honor, gratitude, and rock and roll with the Lieutenant Dan Band. Let's have some fun and get ready to rock the house on June 9th. Enjoy an afternoon of golf for a good cause at Oak Wing Golf Club. Register your team and support the LSUA Alumni and Friends Association Scramble for Scholarships. For more community events, visit us on Facebook or at KLAXTV.com.